HybridFoxKid, and welcome back to the blocks SMP. Today we are back in the Nether Hub because I want to get this place finished and crossed off my list of things that need to be done. It's been on that list for way too long, and it's honestly not that long of a job. It's probably an hour, 2 hours most, and yeah, I've just been putting it off because it's a lot of small organics, which I'm not the best at. I'm better at larger organics, and just organics are difficult in general. So in here we have a whole assortment of different items. It's a very strange assortment of items, and I probably won't use them all. They're just like, I think they might go well, so I packed them anyways. I might have to do multiple runs because I don't know if I have enough. We're gonna have to wait and see. But before I actually get into the building, I need to explain what's actually going on. So as I've stated before, this is a forest-themed Nether Hub. But it's not just a plain old forest in the night, it's a mushroom forest. Yes, I am planning to fill this place with all different kinds of mushrooms, and I got all different mushroom suggestions from everyone on the server, so everyone has a unique mushroom. Some of the mushrooms are the same, but they're going to have different styles, so hopefully I can make them look different enough. Some are going to be huge, some are going to be smaller. To be honest, this Nether Hub is a lot smaller than I imagined when I was building it, but the problem is I got too far before realizing it was too small. So we're gonna have to deal with this side. We're just gonna have to scale the mushrooms down a little bit more. But that's enough talking for me because we have a lot of mushrooms we need to build today. So I'm just gonna get started and see how the first one's going to look. And hopefully I can build the mushrooms to the best of my abilities, but we're gonna have to wait and see, honestly. The first one I think I want to put it over here. This is going to be one of our larger mushrooms. So I think I'm going to pop it here, and I'm still debating between concrete powder or the regular red concrete. We're going to have to wait and see how it looks. So yeah, this one's going to be interesting because it's one of the very few mushrooms that is a duplicate, but it has a slightly different shape. So yeah, I'm going to build this one and we're going to see what it looks like. And there we go. We have our first mushroom in our mushroom forest, and it's a good old generic red spotted mushroom. I gotta say, he's kind of cute, and what I really want to do with these mushrooms is I want to play with a lot of different blocks. So we have 3 different blocks in the red part, as well as 2 different kinds of blocks in the actual stem of it. Purely because I want to try and hide specific things. The main big problem is going to be the carpet. I'm trying to hide it as best I can because most of this has to be carpeted because, again, we are still in the nether, so I need to prevent spawning. I hope these don't spawn anything. They might just be high enough to spawn like a small magma cube. I don't know about spawning rate, but again, like the start of the Nether Hub, I'm going to have to keep an eye on things and see if anything spawns. But the entire top half is spawn proof. So I think we're done with that mushroom. Time to move on to another one. Now this one is much more simpler, and this is going to be a mushroom that sticks onto these trees all the way around. It's one of those, I don't even know the term for these kind of mushrooms. It's a mushroom that just sticks to other organisms. So this one's just going to be all the way through here, from this end all the way to this end. Probably nothing on this side because I don't want it to block off any access to other mushrooms. So this one's going to be primarily orange and mainly just our orange sandstone. Well, red sandstone, apparently it's red sandstone. Yeah, I'm gonna build like 4 or 5 of these and we're gonna see how it looks. Now the good thing about this one is if I place them in a specific way, nothing can spawn on them. So I should be able to make a whole bunch of them without having to really spawn proof anything. So this is going to be a lot easier compared to all my other mushrooms. So I've set up a few and they're looking kind of cute, and it really adds a little bit more detail to this area here. That's the whole reason why I left the detailing very, very sparse up in this top area here, because I knew I needed to fill it with this kind of mushrooms. I might add a little bit more later, but for now we're just chucking down one mushroom and then we're gonna duplicate them once we have more room. I want to get all of the mushrooms in before I start overloading the place. So it's on to the next mushroom, and I think I'm going to go with maybe 2 this time because we have a lot of mushrooms to go through. I'm not going to point out every single one. So another one is going to be a big, huge one that's going to go about here, and another one is going to be a small one which I can probably scatter more around this area. So yeah, let's get those 2 done and see what this one's going to look like. So 2 more mushrooms are done, and one is definitely bigger than the other. This is my sad attempt at a morel. I don't think I can make it look any better. All I needed was like a bunch of different holes, and to be fair, I'll probably have to make it a massive scale to actually add the texture a morel needs. But yeah, this is the best I could do for the size it is. But yeah, I kind of like it. It's goofy, it's cute, and then we also have a big mushroom here. I like this one too. This one's kind of cool. So you know how I said that this one was going to be the most difficult mushroom? I think I have a little bit more of a difficult one coming up, and it's primarily going to involve cobwebs. yeah, this is a very funky mushroom. It's very interesting. So I think I might chuck it down here because I don't think anything can spawn on cobwebs, and I don't want to have carpet littering the tops of all the mushrooms down here. So anything I can make spawn proof without having carpet, probably the best. So yeah, this one's definitely going down here because, yeah, I just don't want carpet everywhere. So yeah, let's get that one done. This is our funkiest mushroom yet, and the funkiest combination of different kinds of blocks and colors, but I like it. It looks different, it stands out from all the other mushrooms, and yeah, I kind of like this fella. And it also helps with not having carpet on everything and making this area look visually pleasing, as well as being spawn proof, which is really what I'm looking for at the moment. So yeah, we've got a couple mushrooms up and ready, and I've still got 7 more mushrooms to make. I think we've been through the rigmarole already. I'm gonna make more mushrooms, show them off, but I think now I just gotta make some more mushrooms, 7 more in total with all different styles, but I think I might do it all off camera because it's just gonna be the same thing of me building one, showing it off. Might as well show it off when it's all finished and show off all the different mushrooms we have in this place because there's a lot of different ones. There's still a couple more I haven't shown that are completely different color palettes. So yeah, I'm gonna juggle them around. Some are gonna be big like these ones and be big statement pieces, and other ones are going to be small little ones like these morels over here. And yeah, I'm just going to dot them around everywhere, and we'll see how populated this hub is eventually going to look, because I've got high hopes for this. It's looking good so far, so hopefully I can continue this trend all the way to the end. But yes, I'm going to do a whole bunch of mushrooms, and I'll be back in a second. So after a little bit of work, we have a whole bunch of new mushrooms in the nether hub, and they've added so much color and life to this hub. I absolutely love these mushrooms so much. A couple of them look a little bit funkier than others, and some of them just look really, really good. I really like how half of these guys turned out. So yes, this is pretty much all the mushrooms I'm going to have in the nether hub. I decided to add a whole bunch of like little ones like this just so I wouldn't take away from other mushrooms. So I pretty much made it that if I stand in a specific area, nothing will be blocked off if I look in any specific direction. So here's a good one, here's another good one, and then down here we have a couple shots as well, which is, this one's a little bit less so because I needed to fit in more mushrooms. So like this one here and this one over here as well. So I just tried to give every single mushroom an opportunity to be seen and also to show off its colors, because all of these look really, really nice, and as I stated before, each of them belongs to a specific server member, so everyone picked out their own original one. Now you're probably thinking that I decided to choose this one because it matches my base completely. It's all blue and all different tinges of colors, but no, this isn't the mushroom I chose. I picked this little one over here. I pretty much just searched up cool looking mushrooms and there was a cute little pink one. So I decided to pick this one. It's got like little oozy red bits in it, so that's why I just added the buttons as well. But before I do anything, this area does need a little bit more decorations, which I think is going to be like rocks and bushes and all stuff like that. Because I feel just having the mushrooms might be not enough in the nether hub. So I've got a little bit more to go. And then we can officially cross this place off the list and get out of the nether hub once and for all. So yeah, let's do a little bit more decoration around this place and see if I can get it looking a little bit more fuller than it currently is. So the decorating is done, and that means the nether hub is officially finished as well. So pretty much all the decorating is just a whole bunch of bushes, a whole bunch of rocks, and then I decided to add a little seating area here with a llama because I really had nothing to put in this area. And I wanted this particular area here to be as full as possible because this area over here has to be fairly empty to allow people to fly from one area to the other without clipping on anything. So yeah, that's the main reason why this area here is not as filled as, yeah, this one over here. But we have a little llama. I decided to grab him. I don't know, he's there. I like him. He can stay there. But that officially means the nether hub is finished, and I'm quite proud of how this turned out. I love all the mushrooms, they're all really, really cute. But one more thing I need to do before I fully cross off the nether hub is I need to put my particular mushroom in my mini hub. So what I've been doing is with everyone's personal mushrooms, just putting their mushroom in their hub. So I'm going to have my tiny little pink mushrooms around the place, probably one there and one over here. Then yeah, the nether is going to be done for today. Okay, all finished, and now I have the mushrooms in my mini hub, and that means we are finished with the nether for this episode. I am glad to finally be out of this place because I need to work on my base. So yeah, the nether hub and my mini hub are officially complete. Time to go do some base progress. So what I want to do for the rest of this episode is I want to finish this area here. This specific blueprint has been here for a very long time and it needs to be done. And this one is going to be a staple of my areas, Fox's Den. I'm finally going to build my pub, and I'm gonna get my 2 foxes as well. Sol and Luna are finally going to come home, and no, not my cat Luna, my fox Luna. Yes, I know, we have 2 Lunas in the base now, it doesn't matter. So yes, I think it's time I throw us into a time lapse, because I haven't done one in this episode, so yeah, let's go. With another time lapse, that means another opportunity for me to ramble, and this time I'm going to ramble about the loss of footage and the loss of time lapse footage. So in this one, you will see a very distinct cut where the camera's still and the camera's moving. Turns out my internet just wanted to die on me and it completely cut me off the server, which means we didn't have a smooth time lapse. As well as right at the end, I did a cut between detailing and just general building, and for some reason, no matter how hard I try, I cannot export it. It just will not work. It will crash my Minecraft every single time. So that footage is just never meant to be, and there's going to be a very significant jump to how much I've done in the time lapse to how much I've done outside of the time lapse. It may be annoying in the long run, but pretty much there's nothing you can do about it, so there's no point in getting angry. Okay, so after a little bit of work, I've got the exterior of Fox's Den all finished. Now all we need to do is fully decorate the place, and then we can cross this one off our list for the day. So for those of you who don't know, Fox's Den is a reoccurring build in all of my Minecraft world. They're pretty much just a pub / restaurant that hold my 2 pet foxes, which as I've stated before is Sol and Luna. But before they can move in, this place needs to be decorated. So in the 2 separate buildings, we have 2 separate levels that need to be worked on, including all of this outside area here, and down across here as well. So a little thing I've been trying to do with my base all season is try and have a lot of things outside as well as on the inside. So you can see you're over in my gondola section and over in my blacksmith area as well, and this place is no exception. But yeah, first things first, I gotta get the tables set up, and they're going to be absolutely everywhere. So they're gonna be here, down there, up there, maybe in the sky, probably not there, but there's gonna be a lot of them, so I might as well get them set up, because I've got a lot to do. So I got down to work and finished arguably the more monotonous part of this build, which was essentially putting all of the chairs and tables around each of the dining room floors. So we finished 3 floors in total, we've got 1 more to go, and we've also finished the outside as well as this little area down here too. So now we can turn our attention to this particular building here and do probably the most fun part, which is going to be the front of house and the back of house kitchen area. We all know how much I love building kitchens, so I'm very, very excited for this part here. But first, before we do this, let's turn our attention to this area here and actually get the service area set up before I can worry about the kitchen. Pretty much I'm saving the best for last. So yes, let's get this part done. So we have a lot of space to work with. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm going to have the bench go from here and cut in an L shape, maybe to about here, so halfway through the pass is like half behind the counter and half down the counter. So yeah, I think I might go with that. We'll see how it looks. Okay, so I changed my mind. The pillars weren't gonna fit with this light being there, so I had to squish it in a tiny bit more, so the pass is going to be out in the open. So now all we gotta do is actually make this part look like a pub and a service area. So yeah, let's get that one started. And there we go. This is the design I have for this version of Fox's Den, and it's a lot more open than all our usual ones. My favorite thing I've done with this, and I have to point it out, is if you don't look too hard at these and don't see them as books, they look a little bit like wine bottles. I don't know if it's just me who can see that, but I was like, that can kind of pass as wine bottles, so I'm gonna add it. I do kind of like it, I really do, and it also breaks up all the different kinds of note blocks and barrels and stuff like that, and it adds a lot of color, which I really, really like. And then I have a cute little coffee machine over here, because what restaurant doesn't have a coffee machine? So yeah, this is the overall design for this area. I know this area feels very empty, but there will be foxes there soon enough. But yes, this is the end result of the front of house area. Now it's time for this area here, the back of house and the kitchen. I'm so excited. So yeah, let's get this area started. So all I have at the moment is a stairway up to a storage area that's on top of the fridge, and I gotta decorate all of this area here. Again, like my previous Fox's Den, this one is going to be very squishy, but you know what? I'll make it work. Most kitchens are relatively tight quarters anyways. So I've been hard at work and I finally have the kitchen finished, and I gotta say, I am absolutely in love with this place. So as you see me, I am currently in the fridge, and then through here, we have the kitchen itself. I absolutely love it with a passion. It's very sleek, it's very clean, and I absolutely love it. So there's a couple things you probably noticed already that I've kept from previous kitchen, and that's definitely my spice rack. Can't help it, this is like my favorite thing I've ever done. And I'm going to do it a lot more than twice because I just love this idea of a little spice rack. So we have our dry storage here, our cold storage over here, And then just up here is storage for equipment if anything ever breaks. So like a little meat racks over there and a couple of ovens in case they blow up. But yeah, this is my little kitchen. I absolutely love it. The amount of kitchens I build is ridiculous and I absolutely love them. Honestly, I think that's the reason why I love Fox's Den so much. It gives me an excuse to build a kitchen. But yes, with that being said, Fox's Den is officially finished with all the decorations, all the exterior, all the interior. It's finally done. And I gotta say, this might be my favorite one out of all the iterations of Fox's Den I've done. But with saying that, Fox's Den isn't fully complete. There is one thing missing. It's Luna and Sol. So now I gotta go out and actually acquire the foxes, which one is going to be a lot easier than the other. I am not looking forward to one of these. So with that being said, let's go get the easiest one first, which is going to be the regular fox, which is going to be Sol. So just behind me is Raiden's Industrial District, and just over here is a tiger, and there's one over there as well. So let's see if I can search for an orange fox without too much trouble. And 2 seconds later, there we go. We found our first fox. Okay, so hopefully the next one's going to be just as easy. And got him. Okay, let's take him home. Okay, so here comes the hardest part of getting the fox into my base. My nether portal area isn't the safest, so hopefully he'll go in there without falling to his death. We're honestly gonna have to wait and see. You got this, Sol, I believe in you. I'm so worried. Okay, let's see what disaster awaits us on the other side. Oh, there he is. Oh no, Sol! Okay, I'm gonna have to use Dipper's portal. Aww. Well, time to go get another fox. So Dipper's base was probably also a bad idea, so I decided to take my Guardian Farm nether portal, and Sol's still alive. So yeah, let's hope we can get him to my base without too much more trouble. So I said I was going to pop the foxes inside Fox's Den in the front of house area, but a part of me kind of wants to put them out under the umbrellas, so like tie them here. Will it look nice if I do this? Yeah, he can sit on a table. You can't go wrong with that. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so we've got Sol in. Now all we need to do is go grab Luna. Okay, so I've flown a fair way and I see 2 snow foxes. I'm gonna, hello. Can you please get out of the hitbox? Oh, please come back. There we go. We have Luna. Yes. Okay, so now we need to make it like 4,000 blocks this direction. Yeah, I had to go a fair way out to get her, so hopefully she doesn't kick the bucket. So I think my best bet is to just try and boat it around here because, yeah, running by land is not very feasible, especially with a fox. We have finally made it to the closest nether portal. This has been a long journey. Please get in there. Don't chase anything else. Get in the portal, please. That's all I'm asking for. And also don't die. That's also a requirement. Finally, the end goal is in sight. I am so excited for this journey to be over. Surprisingly enough, though, it didn't take as long as I thought it would. And here we go. We have our 2 foxes. Sol over there. And we'll pop Luna up here as well. Do I want to pop her there? No, I'm going to pop her over there because it matches. Don't run away, please. Hut! Got her. Okay, she didn't run away. Good. Okay, go over here, Luna. That's where you now sit forever. Haha, there we go! We have our 2 foxes! Hopefully they don't escape from there because I don't want to be chasing them around the base. But now it's time to actually give them their names as well as their swords. I've got everything already prepared, so now it's just time to name them. There we go. Take your sword and brandish the weapon. Haha, look at him. Oh, he's so cute. And then we have Luna and her blade as well. Take it up. You got this? Hey, beautiful, perfect. So I finally have Sol and Luna, so that officially means with the 2 residents, it is now a complete building. So I think with that, I might leave this episode here. And I think what I might do between episodes is this area is looking relatively done buildings-wise. But what's really missing is a lot of things all happening over here. Like all of this is barren, empty space. But I don't really think I can fill an episode with decorating around in these barren areas here. So what I think I might do is between episodes, I'm going to fill out all of this area here. It's just going to be trees, stalls, fountains, all stuff like that. We've seen it plenty of times before. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that between episodes, and in the next episode, when it comes to base building, it's going to be a second expansion. So we're going to have a whole bunch of new things to work on over in that direction over there. So I probably won't be at the base for a while. I think in the next episode, we're going to be working on a project that's outside of my base. But yes, I think with that, I'm going to leave this episode here. If you guys like the video, give the video a thumbs up and maybe subscribe if you want to stick around. Or good, I'll see you guys next time. See ya!